Philly. Yes, presented by our great friends at Wawa. What a time to have some fun with Love Philly during the playoff rivalry weekend where we got the Phillies and Braves tonight and tomorrow and Sunday. Tomorrow night, 8 o'clock, we've been talking about it all morning. That's right, our good friends at the Flyers. We cannot wait for the puck to drop. And it's Sixers-Celtics Sunday, man. It's perfect. All right, coming up this hour, Pat Croce will join us, our good friend Pat, to talk all kinds of stuff and our love of Philadelphia, where we highlight people, places, and things from Philadelphia. Nobody's going to do it, so we should do it ourselves. All right? That's the mantra of it. And, of course, one of our great Philadelphia people, the AD, Danny D, the AD, Penn Charter. What do you say, my brother?
What's going on, man? I like the shirt. Looking good. I wear them when I go to Italy. They look very breathable.
Yeah,
sure you got on there.
What are they called? What's the texture? Someone mentioned the texture.
I don't know. I get them
like an Italian seersucker.
I don't know. I wear that type of stuff when I'm definitely in the motherland for sure.
Yeah, it's funny you said that because I do the same thing.
Yeah,
that's my Italy.
I love the logo too.
The airport?
I love the logo, the love logo. That was
cool,
your
right?
face on. Yeah, I'm in.
Yeah, it's fun. We wanted to listen. We wanted to give the third hour a name, and we wanted to actually celebrate all the stuff that's happening. We're going to celebrate youth sports with you.
Yep.
All the up-and-comers, like Kevin McGonigal catching a $150 million deal. God bless the McGonigal.
Good for him. I'm still mad at the Phillies for passing. They passed him.
I know. I did, dude. You know that.
For a guy with a bad back, apparently.
Yeah, we got all kinds of
crushes the ball.
Well, let me hit you with this. All right.
What you got?
This is a playoff weekend. I mean, this is one of the ultimate sports weekends that we live.
Yes, sir.
You know?
It's going to be great. It's great. I'm so excited for the Flyers. You know, I'm hopeful the Sixers can win a game or two. I'm being, trying to be realistic with my expectations for them. I think Maxey can win a game. I think maybe one of the role guys can win a game. But
it's funny, you being a hoop head that you are, I got to believe that Boston is going to try to take him out.
Missoula is such a good coach.
Right.
He's definitely just going to game plan, and they're going to blitz every screen. Every pick and roll, they're going to double.
I mean, because I wouldn't, like, there was a school of thought we were talking about with Kyle. There's a school of thought that you go, well, maybe you give Maxey his, but no. I wouldn't.
No.
Because he could carry you, right?
No, he can win a game himself.
Right.
No.
So I would be doubling and blitzing all day long.
Yeah,
I think
let anyone else beat you.
I think we're going to have a lot of open shots for everybody else.
So do I.
And we'll see. So, but yeah, Flyers, I think we're going to win the series. I'm flyered up. I see our boy Tony back there. Tony the ref looking great, all fired up. I'm fired up. And then
we've had this text chain going on, which has been awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Right? The text chain with all of us and TV Todd. And it's like, it's funny because I was talking to Tocchet last night, and it was, hey, like, we've been playing playoff hockey now for a month.
They're rolling.
And it's been that way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's been that way.
So they're used to it, right? They're used to this.
Pressure hasn't got to them. They've been down. It doesn't get to them.
I mean, they're down almost every first period.
It feels like it, right?
They just come back.
Early, they're down.
I mean, it's been pretty awesome. Like, the whole thing's been really, really cool, man.
Yeah, it's been a great run. The energy's different. The hockey fans are a little off. Like, guys that were like true hockey guys who were just like Flyers all year round, they're a little crazy, which I love. But you feel the energy when they're in the playoffs, right? It's like a different switch is going on. And
well, when they're in the playoffs and like it's not a fluke, it's a young team up and coming. There's a bright future. People are geeked up right now.
And for me, hockey's the one sport of the majors. Well, I think baseball is probably second, but hockey's anyone can win. Like, you're in the playoffs, anyone can win. That's not true in basketball.
Right.
Football, yes and no, but like hockey for sure.
Oh, it's good, starts with a goalie, right? Like,
yeah.
And that's the thing with this series. You got the better goalie. The fact that you got Ladar.
It's unbelievable.
Right? Like, versus Skinner.
Yeah.
Like,
I can't even process what you just said, dude. The Flyers have the better goalie.
They do.
How long have we waited to say that?
I mean,
the Flyers have the better goalie in the
go
playoffs.
back to Beezers.
Yeah.
All the,
I mean, we got like named goalies after they were good. Always in my lifetime.
Always.
The
Yep.
Van Beesbrooks and the Przgalovs, and like they went after guys that were just late, and then the one we gave up on early was Bob, and he ends up being
right, like an all-timer.
All-timers and going to Hall of Fame.
Right.
The one we had that we let up on
I
early.
know, and all the money that was spent after Checkmonic and all these
Checkmonic,
dudes,
yeah.
like, oh my God.
Leighton.
Michael Leighton. With
Esch.
Bob Esch.
Hug the post, Michael Leighton. Hug the post.
Oh, dude.
Reggett.
Ken Reggett. You know what's nuts is I was writing that piece on Tocchet and the Flyers in the series. And when Tocchet comes in to Philadelphia, it's 1985, his rookie year, 84, 85. You know who the goalie was?
Hexy?
I mean, it's before your time, but
yeah, I wasn't born yet.
But you know the history.
Hextall, right?
So Hextall came a couple years later.
Okay.
It was Pelle Lindbergh.
Wow.
Wow.
And the Flyers made it all. We did a cup against the Dynasty Edmonton Oilers. And like that was his, and Clark was the GM, and first year's a GM, and Keenan. And the interesting thing, I bring it up because Tocchet's at the center of this whole thing.
Yeah.
Right? Like it's the Battle of Pennsylvania. And you go back and you look at the years here, like in that world, you could appreciate it because you have an old soul. He was like a rock star. Him and Zezel were like movie stars in town. Like they were out all the time.
Yeah.
Right? Like you remember the Pat Burrell.
But it also,
out.
Richards and Carter were always out.
Yeah.
Like
out, dude. But this was like,
they were like superstars.
yeah, the girls had like,
people didn't know
like posters on the wall.
Wow.
Yeah, like every girl had
it was
jersey.
It was like the Beatles in Philadelphia.
Yeah,
it was
like they
crazy.
all were like all the girls went bananas over. Like,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, like they were like rock stars.
I love
and
that.
Tocchet was like that dude, right? And then of course, they hit the skids, and then they're rebuilding, and they trade him to Pittsburgh. And did you realize he scored 48 goals in 1992?
I didn't know he was that prolific of a goal
Wow.
scorer.
He had 48 in 1992-93. He had 48 goals and 61 assists.
Wow.
Over 100 points for Tock.
And he's playing Yager.
Yeah.
Right? Lemieux.
Yeah, he's
right?
playing with some big dogs over there.
Yeah,
Some really
like
talented guys.
Joey Mullen. Like they were. That's the Penguins' heyday. Then of course Mario takes over. Tabs Tock, the coach. He's a part of 3 cups.
Yeah.
And then comes here, and in his first year, makes the playoffs.
Full circle.
I love stories. I love it. I love it. I'm such a big fan of that stuff.
And he seems like a baldy. He's a dude, right? Like
Stone dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was offensive and he would fight. And
Yeah,
be
yeah.
a good fighter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want a Giroux shift to start this. Someone's got to lay someone out early.
Dude,
When Giroux laid out Crosby and then scored that goal, I was about to run through the wall.
That was the greatest.
That was one of the greatest shifts ever.
Funny, what was funny? When I was talking to him last night, he's like, I wish I could just start the series with a fight.
Yeah. Let's do it. Come on, Tock.
Dude, I'm
Get
looking
the okay.
he
Tell
had a-
someone to drop the gloves.
He had a run here, man. 87, 31 goals, 45 goals, 37 goals, 40
Sheesh.
goals.
I didn't know he scored like that. I thought he was more a defensive guy,
Yes. Yes.
like a two-way player. But I didn't know. I mean, that's a lot of goals. I mean, sheesh.
Right?
He was an
Yeah.
all-star all 3 years.
Pretty wild, right? Like,
That's a really cool story, man. It's going to be a documentary after we go on a run here, brother.
I know.
Got to get Todd on that. TV Todd to get the producing Todd. Start looking into it, all right?
It's it's something, man. It's like, I don't know. I'm just so excited for it. This whole thing, and it's so interesting because the rest of the Tocchet story was people were upset that he was another retread, more Flyers, old Flyers coming back.
Sure.
They all said it. Mats,
Mm-hmm.
all of them.
Yep.
Oh, all my boys on the chat. Right? Your boy. Wow. And, he's been the answer. Like, he's like, again, now you add Martone and then you add Forrester, and then, all of a sudden you're competitive.
For sure. No, it's a really cool story. And I think he's the right mixture of like being hard on them, but also like is more lovable. Like Torch was just like he beat you down always, right? Like I think he had that he has that like 50-50 where he's gonna be super hard on you, but also really, love you up at the same time. I think he has that good mix.
All right, I'm with you. All right, let's do this. I want you to, because I want to feel chills again. Let's play. We don't have Pat here yet,
You
right?
seen it? The hype video?
Okay,
Yeah, I sent it to you.
let's do that. We'll do that at the end. All right, let's take a quick TO. And coming up, this is going to be fun because the great Pat Croce
Oh, man.
will join us. There's something about spring in Philadelphia and the great captain, Pat Croce,
Legend.
who gave you
I'm interested if he remembers.
a job.
got a really
he
cool
was doing your
story.
dad.
Yeah, my dad worked with him with a lot of stuff with the city, and he would invite us to his box for games. And I wanted to be a towel boy really bad. In like 7th, 8th grade. My dad's like, "Well, write him a letter, and you'll give it to him." So I wrote him a letter, and he hooked it up. I got the towel boy a few games.
Oh.
So
That's
yeah.
an awesome story.
Yeah. So I'll
it's the
see if
best.
Pat remembers. We'll see.
Well, he's the greatest. He is. There's only one man on the planet, and we'll talk about this, who has climbed the Walt Whitman Bridge and Mount Everest. All right.
101.
We will dive deep into that coming up next. But first, a word from our friends. Let's talk about Xfinity. Yes, Xfinity's 5-year price guarantee. What if you could have reliable and intelligent Wi-Fi? And what if you could keep it at the same price for 5 years? That's the Xfinity 5-year price guarantee. Imagine Wi-Fi that makes everything in your home work together, that finds and fixes problems before you notice them. Like super intelligent Wi-Fi with a 6th sense that lets you stream the game even when the whole family's online. All your devices working in perfect harmony for 5 whole years. And here's the best part. No annual contracts, no hidden fees. Xfinity's best equipment included. Take it from me, a lot can change in 5 years. Championships are won, records are broken, dreams grow bigger. Your kids all of a sudden are bigger than you. But with your Wi-Fi, it should stay reliable and the price should stay put. Lock in your price and unlock possibilities. That's right. Learn more at Xfinity.com. Xfinity, imagine that. Select plans apply. Select plans only. Restrictions apply. Now let's talk about the Golf Association of Philadelphia. GAP. Ooh, their member play days get you on top private clubs, premier public courses you normally can't even touch. All in a relaxed, fun format, no pressure, just great golf. Danny D should be a part of that. You got a handicap. You got the GIN handicap.
Yeah, I got a GIN.
Yeah, that's right. The GIN handicap changes everything, levels the playing field, tracks your game over time, makes every round actually mean something. Plus, for a low annual cost, you unlock access to events, championships, discounted tee times, the entire GAP network, the hub for amateur golf in the greater Philadelphia area. Getting started is easy. Just visit gapgolf.org, click join or get a handicap. You can sign up online, USA/GAP Club, for just $55. Get instant access to your membership and GIN handicap. All right, you're in, you're hooked up. Make sure you go to gapgolf.org and get started today for all those golf benefits.
I'm a big GAP guy. I'm tied in.
You tied in?
I'm tied in.
It's
Me and
not-
the boys, we all.
What's your number? What's your GIN?
Like a 13.
There you go, Danny D. I like it. I like it. All right. Now, joining us, my dear friend, who we love. He's an incredible human being. One of the great people of Philadelphia. In this hour where we celebrate great Philadelphians, no better person to celebrate than our man, Pat Croce. Good morning, Captain.
Yeah.
You're muted, Cap. You're muted.
I'm sorry.
Hi,
There you
Cap.
go. Hey there, Bones man. How's my brother?
You look
Hey, look it, bro.
fabulous.
I'm honored and humbled that you would put me in that group at your 11 o'clock hour. Truly.
Well, we celebrate greatness. It's 2026. It's USA 250. We celebrate Philadelphia's role in the birthplace of this country. And I want to look at our people. And you, when it comes to Philadelphia, are one of our Mount Rushmore. Oh,
Well, we
listen,
love revolutionaries, right? We love them.
especially you, pilots. And by the way, there's only one person on the planet, I think I could say that has climbed Mount Rushmore and the Walt Whitman Bridge.
Everest.
Mount
Mount
Everest.
Everest. I'm Rushmore'd up.
Yeah, well, that's a pretty funny. I've never heard that before, but I'll take that credit. That's pretty good. I like that. Should go on my resume if I needed a
Only
resume.
person. Mount Everest and the bridge.
That bridge was fun.
Before we get to the bridge, I followed your journey on social media. It was awesome. Tell us about the journey.
Bones, I had planned it last summer. I thought I'd be interested in. Let's put it in context. In 23, I did Tibet. I did a pilgrimage across Tibet to get to Mount Kailash, which is the most sacred mountain in all of Asia. The Buddhists, the Hindus, they love doing a core, which is a circumambulated round. It's only 3 days, 2.5 days. It is, you do get up to 18,005, but you start in Tibet at 14,000. So you've already acclimated to most of it. And so I just thought when we were on the bus across, it was myself and 9 others. I didn't know them. I just was going because I thought take on a pilgrimage and a good challenge. However, there was a sign on the Tibetan side, Mount Everest Base Camp. And I thought, oh. And on the Tibetan side, the Chinese side, you can drive all the way up. But I had always thought, and my tour facilitator in Nepal, he was saying, Pat, I can take you to the base camp. I can get you a helicopter right to the base camp, and then you can bring friends or anyone, and then from there, I'll hook you up. I said, okay. So I decided I'll do it. No one, but everyone gave me hard nose. Everyone. My son Michael, my son-in-law Jeff, Mark Benevento, everyone who's saying, why didn't you invite me to Tibet? I invited them. They all said, no way. So I went myself. And that was it was hard because it was hard getting there. It was hard getting there because of the war. I was taking guitar. I was taking guitar through Doha, then to Kathmandu. That's 14 hours and another 5 or 6. Now the 2 weeks before, I got to say, whoa, what? I got to get another flight. So I got Qatar Pacific, and it took me over the North Pole. So that was 16 hours, and then another 5 hours back. But hey, I was getting there. Come hell or high water, I was going to go and get to Everest Base Camp. I didn't care what it took. And so I went by myself. I hooked up with my tour facilitator, this 60-some-year-old Nepalese guy who I love. He's a translator. He reminds you of someone out of South Philly who could just negotiate and wheel and deal all the time. He was great. And then
He was like Ace.
Yeah, aces. It was aces. That's it. It was aces. And then I had a Sherpa guy, a 25-year-old guy who was like a billy goat. I mean, he didn't ever run out of breath. And then a porter that carried your duffel bag. But I had a backpack. And so the idea was once the helicopter drops you off in Lukla, that's the only way you can enter Everest Base Camp. Or even if you're going to the summit to 29,000 feet, you have to go through Lukla. And from there, Bones, not one wheeled vehicle, not a bicycle, not a wagon, not a car, not a truck, nothing with wheels. Because the paths could be 1 foot, 2 foot, rocky, or you could fall. This wasn't Disney World. You're to your right, you're looking down 1,000 feet. So if you slipped on the ice, or you're gone, and they just let you go. I mean, it's like the Sherpas that never make it to the summit. They're just out there in the snow somewhere. So it really was pretty wild. And I knew the 7th and 8th day were going to be the most difficult. And again, you're going up from 9,000 to almost 18,000 feet in 8 days, but it's rocks and you're just stepping and incline, and you might come down to cross a 400-foot expansion over a suspended bridge, and you can't hold on because it's all wire. So you're kind of like drunk, like walking on this, the wind's blowing and there's rivers flowing below you. It's pretty, there's no liability insurance, Bones. This is not, hey, you're gone. That's it. There's adios. But it was really challenging. And then as you go up, you'll love this, guys, you'll love this. As you're walking the path, if you hear, remember, you're going a serpentine path all the time because you're going up. you're going up to Mount Everest. So you got to go to the highest mountain. You got to go up, always up. Even if you come down and you get a breath of respite, you're thinking, oh shit, I still got to go back up again. And so you get a little breath, and that's the hardest part. Hardest part is breathing. Because as you're going up, by the time you get to Mount Everest at base camp, it's 48%. Your oxygen is at 48% of a normal breath. And along the way, there's called the Kumbha cough. So you wear these huffs. They look like bandanas. And then when the lower end, donkeys, and then they have a hybrid bull and yak. And then as you get higher in the snow, where there's no trees, it's just the yaks. Well, you hear their bells coming around the bend because there's nothing straight. Well, when you walk across the glaciers, that's about it. Otherwise, you hear the bells. The Sherpa guy says, hug the mountain. So you hug against, because it's not a 2-lane highway. It's not even a sidewalk. And you hold on, because the other way, these yak or the donkeys, they don't like you. They'll nudge you. You fly. You go right. You're gone.
Oh my God.
So now they're crapping all over the place. No one cleans up, right? So you got to walk their crops the whole way.
Yak poop.
Yeah, oh, totally. Every donkey, yak, horses, you're walking over the rocks, and you're just making sure, and it's just walking. You're just moving. Now, before you hit the snow area, there's dust. And so these come by in herds of 10, 12, 15, and they got some guy with a mask behind him with a cane and just a whistle, and they're coming by. That's the only way you get supplies from village to village up to the base camps. And then the dust comes up, and Kumbha is like the valley where Mount Everest is based. Well, what happens is this dust mixed with the excrement fills the air, and it infects your lungs.
Oh,
so
God.
I was always going like this, but people, you could hear them just coughing, and they cough. They can't get rid of it until you take antibiotics. I mean, they're coughing because you got not me. I'd bring it up, and I'd bring it, then I'd come back. It's between dysentery, because you can't eat anything that's washed in their water. So there's no salads, there's no fruit, there's no vegetables unless they're cooked. And in the places where we ate going up, I would have eggs and rice. That's all. Give me eggs and rice, because I can't do some of the stuff that they do. However, I had protein bars and peanut butter, and I still lost 10 pounds in 2
Oh
weeks.
my God.
You try to eat, but it's just for 7-8 hours, you're just climbing and moving, and the accommodations as you go up. My room was this. I brought a sleeping bag, but my room was the size of a coffin, and it smelled like I was in a porta potty. There's a toilet where there's a hole in the floor down the hall, and then you make it, but it's freezing. There's no electricity. There's no heat. There's no water. It's freezing. That's the worst part. I tell you guys, the worst part is waking up in the morning and putting on those freezing clothes, putting them back on. Now, in the beginning, I tried to just stuff them in my sleeping bag to get warm, but they get so dirty. They're so dirty. And then the snowy, and then because it snowed 2 nights, and you got snow all over you, and so you can't put that in your sleeping bag. It's quite a challenge. It's pretty cool.
Oh my God.
Pretty cool.
Oh my God.
So guys, listen. There's a picture.
Challenge.
If you saw the picture, Bones, maybe I didn't show it. I'm 8 days in, 5 hours on this day. I got 1 hour left to get to Everest Base Camp. 1 hour. Now, normally I'm in a down jacket, 4 layers underneath me, wool hat, mittens. Now I have thin gloves, maybe no gloves, a baseball cap. I'm down to 2 layers. I'm sitting on a rock, and I am freaking exhausted. I really want to just stop, but I only have an hour to go to get to Everest. Like, I want to put a rock in my pocket of Everest. But I am so tired. Like, I am just exhausted. And then you just get your breath, and you go, okay, let's go. And then you go, and you make it. And once you're there, then once you get there, then I had 2 hours to get back to the next wherever accommodation I was staying. It was good. It was hard. So the next day, I had 2 intentions. One, get to Everest Base Camp, pick up a rock, get on that rock, get on that says Everest Base Camp. What is it? 17,600 feet. By the way, guys, people are saying, well, why didn't you go to the summit? Are you freaking nuts? It takes 6 more weeks to get 11,000 feet.
Oh my God.
And you're most likely not going to have your fingers or toes, and you may not come back because people run out of oxygen. It's a
Right.
little,
Right.
I had no interest in walking in waist high snow. And
No.
normally what I do, I met a Sherpa. His name was Pema Sherpa. He was taking a very wealthy group only up to the third village. Think of the third day. But I got talking to him, and he did the summit in '08.
Wow.
Did this, and he said, but some of my people didn't make it. Didn't make it down. They make it up, but they don't make it down.
Oh my God. That's incredible.
No, get out of here.
What you're a man of enlightenment. What did this jerk? Look at that. Look at that.
Now
guys.
that's easy. That's an easy one. That was just going up. That's one of the acclimatization days. There's 2 days, day 3 and day 6, where you have to go up 1,500 feet in 2 hours, get your oxygen, get your body acclimated, and then come back down. Then you got to come back down before you go. It's just to get you ready. You can see I already have my down coat off. I'm all ready.
Wow. What was your greatest enlightenment? I'm sure knowing you had to take incredible spirituality from this journey.
I did. I had a great, not only meeting so many people from all over the world, didn't meet many Americans, but from Wales and from the UK and from Aussies and Nepalese. But there's a picture I have, Bones, and you may have seen Twitter. The next day, after I hit Everest Base Camp, we come down 2 hours to this village. We go up another mountain, Kalapatar. It's the closest, highest summit next to. I wanted to see the sunrise over the top of the world. Right there. I wanted to see the peak of Everest, top of the world. So unfortunately, the night before, it snows 6 inches. But we get up early. We're 4:30, got the headsets on, and the three of us, Sherpa guide, myself and my tour guide, we go out, and it's still snowing, and you don't see anything. It's black, and and I follow them, and we're going up. And now this is an intense 45-minute. I mean, I was hurting. Like, I was really hurting doing this. Maybe went too fast, rate of elevation too fast. It was just, but there's benches, 3 benches. I wanted to get to the top bench, and there was past one, past another. We finally get to the top one. Now I'm like really hurting. Like, my chest is through and I was trained for, I was ready.
Right.
Go to this bench, and I sit there. I get there at 10:06. Sunrise is 5:58. And I'm sitting there, Bones, it's like I'm inside a snow globe. I see nothing. I can't even, to leave, I had to follow my footsteps, otherwise I would have been off the cliff. I couldn't see. Everything was white. Everything was a misty, everything. So right in front of me is Everest, the point, but I can't see anything, nothing. So I just sat there, and I meditated for about 15, 20 minutes, and just sat there and enjoyed that expansive everything or nothing. Like, everything was the same. And my goal was to sunrise over Everest. Well, the sun rose. This body mind just didn't see it, which is very similar to how the self, the I am that we all are, shines at every moment, but we don't feel it or see that peace, love, and happiness because we're veiled with being fascinated and fixated on all the crazy stuff that's happening in the world. It's the same thing. It's this whiteout veiling our true self. And it was way cool. So even though I didn't get to see the mesmerizing colors and the sunrise and hit the top of the world, I got a really cool spiritual experience. And then I had to come back down, and it took a while to come down because it was slippery, and I didn't eat breakfast. I didn't feel well. I said, this is the 9th day. Only because of this, it was my Garmin watch would go up to 150, my heart rate. I start at 50. So if it went up to 150, it would go blank. Well, this had gone blank. So I have no idea what I was about, but it was rough. It was probably the hardest thing I ever did because I couldn't breathe. I made my chest. I didn't know.
Wow.
I might have just sat there, and guys would have the interview with me still there, but it'd be Pat Croce on a bench in a mountain in Nepal looking at Everest.
That's unbelievable.
Crazy.
And you, who was in the most amazing shape, I can only imagine how much you trained for this whole thing.
Oh, Bones, you got to love this. This was one of the, I did what I used to condition the Flyers to do for 14 years, from 80 to 93. You know, the wall seat where
Yeah.
you sit, imaginary. I used to have the players do 3 minutes and the goalies do 5. I got up to 8. I got up to 8 minutes.
You got up to 8 minutes on the wall seat?
I did a lot of lunging with weights, and I had a rucksack. But nothing can acclimate you to no air. Like when you're just get that breath. And then this damn Sherpa guy, he's like, he just jumped. I said, "Aren't you out of breath?" It was nothing. I mean, they're so acclimated to it. I like them to see him walk through South Philly, though.
He didn't do the bridge, man.
Yeah.
Cap, do me a favor. Hang tight for 1 second. We just have to take care of commercial break, and we'll come right back with what an incredible story. Wow. The great Pat Croce. All right. Let's talk about some of our friends. Let's talk about the Bet Park Sportsbook online casino app. You know, it's a big playoff weekend, as you know. We got Flyers tomorrow night. We got Sixers on Sunday. All kinds of stuff. Phillies all weekend. The perfect time to have some fun. And where there's always another way to win. It's the Bet Park Sportsbook online casino app. Fly guys are dogs, so let's jump on it, right? Like, let's ride them all the way. It'll be a lot of fun. You can check it out. There's a million ways to play it. You want to go Maxey's points and not play the Sixers, you can do that. Either way, take your options. And again, the casino. There's up to new customers get up to 250 spins on the new hottest slot games and up to $1,000 casino bonus back if you're down the first 24 hours. They have all the stuff you want. There's always another way to win between sports and all the hottest online slots, online blackjack and roulette and craps. It's right there. BetParks.com is all the details. Going to be 21. You're going to be in PA, New Jersey, Michigan, Maryland, Ohio. If you have a gambling problem, please call 1-800-GAMBLER. Now let's talk about our friends from TrueMark Credit Union. That's it. It's Financial Literacy Month, and I got something that's going to help you off the field. Teaching your kids how to handle money. You're a TrueMark member like I am. You've got a fantastic opportunity to help kids and teens learn to save, earn, and spend wisely with a Greenlight account. Now, Greenlight isn't just any app. It's a game changer for your kids, whether it is setting savings goals, learning how to track their spending, even getting their allowance. It's all right there at their fingertips. Get this. Each kid gets their own debit card. That's right. They can make purchases. They can learn how to budget, build real-world money skills while you stay in control from your phone. You get peace of mind. They get the chance to make smart, responsible choices with their money. That's it. So you're looking for a way to teach your kids financial plays this Financial Literacy Month. Can't recommend this enough. Go to TrueMark.com/greenlight. Set them up. TrueMark, federally insured by the NCUA, is an equal opportunity lender. NMLS at 404938. All right. Welcome back. We are in the middle of talking to the great Pat Croce as we celebrate Love Philly Hour. Guys, could you imagine?
No, I mean, I've been like 9,000 in Hawaii, 9,000 feet, and I'm like dizzy and got to sit down, and I'm a mess. I feel my heart racing. I have no idea how he does this.
Yeah, it's so impressive. Great story, man. I was locked in. I was just like I was watching a movie. I was just locked in there.
It was a great challenge.
When it's that harrowing and you're looking down at 1,000 feet below and you realize that, you know, the footing isn't stable and there's all these things. Are you processing this? Are you free? Like you have no fear? How do you handle that?
That's a great question. And I'm glad you asked it. First, no, I don't have any fear. There's nothing to fear if you step if you stay in the now. If you step into time, your ass is grass. You're going to fear, you're going to worry, you're going to regret. There's resentment. There's like, oh, no. But if you're mindful with each step, every step, every day, up or down, because you can slip. I would wear crampons on my, the spikes during the snow. I had to, because I fell on Mount Kailash in Tibet, so I realized what I had to bring this time. No, every step was mindful. You really felt you were part of this of the path. Like whether it was hot, yes, the fatigue in the chest or the burning in the thighs, and then I would meditate to see if you could just allow that intensity, because it's only a bodily sensation, right? You give it a name, you make a narrative of it, but if you just break it down to a bodily sensation, it's not even down there. It's you're aware of it and you just let it expand. But when you need a rest, you take a rest. However, you look down and you just go, whoa, that's whoa. But I never anticipate, never project forward that I'm going to fall. That no, I'm just very careful, mindful, being aware of every step. I would stretch when we took a break. I would make sure, because little things would hurt your arch or my back. Day 5, my back, because I had spinal surgery a couple of years ago. Then I would stretch. I would whatever I had to do just to keep going, because I was, come hell or high water, I was getting to Everest.
Training your mind to be able to focus on that every step, like to live in the now. I know that's been such a big part of your journey. How would you advise other people to just begin to train their minds to believe, to live in that now space?
Beautiful question. Beautiful. I want every one of your viewers, listeners, to first recognize there's a voice in the head. I didn't know that over a dozen years ago. I thought that was me. No, that meandering mind, that chattering, incessant chattering is not you. It's not true. You just let it flow through. And the only way you can control it, yeah, you can control your mind. If you can control the clouds and the weather and lightning strikes, you can't. It's a cosmic convergence of countless conditions, causes, karmic consequences in the here and now. No, just observe it. Observe whatever that crazy ass mind is saying. Just observe it. Don't let it stay around for coffee and croissants, and let it go. Once you cling to it, once you get sticky with it, and you start worrying, you attach to it, you form this movie. I call it the movie of me. Me. You become the protagonist in this drama called me. We call it the ego. You got to let that all go. Let it all fade to black. Whatever is, and Zen, they define, really, you can define Zen as 2 words. Just this. It's just this. It's just this step. It's just this listening to you. It's just this hanging out with the guys on the dais right there. It's just this. There is no more. It can't get any better. This is the divine unfolding directly for us. For us. Most people say, oh, why this happened to me? And they have all this victimhood. No, it happened for you, you dumbass, because you got to wake up. Because you'll keep getting what you're getting if you keep doing what you're doing. Stop. When you psychologically suffer, stop. It's like when you have pain in the body. You stop and you take care of it. But people don't do that with their mind. They just complain and they do it over and over and over again. No, you're going in the wrong direction. Stop. Go inward and just chill out. Be still. Lay down, sit, get comfortable. I say there's 2 rules of meditation, although there's really no rules. Be relaxed and alert. That's it. You don't have to chant. You don't have to put incense on. You don't have to do anything. But most people think you have to have this unease. No, the ease of being yourself cannot occur with unease. No, make it easy so that you can do it all the time. Take a breath before you start your car. Just a breath, but be mindful of it. Before you're going to pick up the phone, take a breath. Just be in the moment. When someone asks you a question like you're asking me, I stop and I see what arises as the answer. No, I have no preconceived answers. That's bullshit. No, the present moment is brand new every moment. Enjoy it.
Well, it's interesting. It was great advice that you gave out the other day about anytime there's any sort of conflict or anything, to just take a breath. Just take a breath.
Bones, let me even go deeper. And guys, right there, you'll love this. I call it the 6-second sacred pause. So when you want to react on a text or a phone, or you want to smack someone, or your loving spouse, you just want to come back with a quip that you know is going to hurt, just take a 6-second sacred pause. Stop that habit energy from coming out, and stop and count to yourself. Now you have to use the left side of your brain to count. Take that breath, be in that pause, and then just allow, see how you were going to react, because it's only habit energy, karmic habit energy. Karma means it's conditioned behavior patterns, tendencies, propensities. Someone could easily push my button, easily. Like if someone cut me off and I beep the horn, they chuck me the finger, I just want to slam right up through the back of them. Now, guys, instead of saying you asshole, I say, okay. Now I know how you're testing me. But really, that 6-second sacred pause is so good. It really gives you the time to just, okay, I don't have to. It's just the voice in the head. And the habit energy is just so conditioned to react in certain ways. And I had to break a lot of them over the past 12 years. I mean, truly, but it works. They really, truly work.
Is that going to be in your book?
Oh, yeah. Bones, you're the first to see it. It's not till June, but look it.
Wow, look
Nice.
at that.
Yeah, guys, you'll love it. So it's called Enjoy Yourself. Now, 66 sacred shifts to instantly awaken the peaceful presence within you. Yeah, it's got it's really cool. It's got all kinds of stuff. It's
That's
really
great.
I'm super excited about it. I haven't done anything since I Feel Great. That was a New York Times bestseller in 2000. So, but you know why, Bonesy and guys? It's because when I wanted to write a book, it was for happiness. I wanted the fame. I wanted the adulation. I wanted the speakers bureau. I wanted it all, and it was all ego. It was truly pure. And then once I realized there is no ego, that it's just a thought, and that sense of separation. And then this one, as my meditation host Sango on Sundays coming up, it's from happiness. It's from that sense of freedom that you just want to share and show people. Once you recognize who you truly are, yourself, celebrate it now. Share it like you do.
That's beautiful, man. I can't wait to read that book.
Can I ask? I'm looking for a therapist. Do you accept insurance?
But
seriously,
the beauty of this book, guys, I even put a ribbon in it for a gold ribbon in it for a bookmark. You can be a spiritual magician and thumb to any chapter. You don't have to read it beginning to end. It's really just, you can wear it on the John, or you can just bring it in your car. But I can guarantee you, I'll give you your money back. If you don't get dinged, if you don't go, whoa, if you don't try at least, I don't know how many of these 66 will work for you, but all 66 work. All of them work, will make you feel peace and plenitude that you are. And you can go there anytime.
That's awesome.
You don't have to seek objects of experience, more money, more fame, more adulation, more, different, better. No, it doesn't. You don't have to. You'll see.
When is it being released?
June. And at the Fiddler Club, Larry Platt with his Philly magazine, Philadelphia Citizen, we're going to launch it. He's going to do an event at the Fiddler Club on June 16th at night. So if you can come, I'd love to see you.
Oh yeah.
We're going to launch it then.
That's beautiful.
I don't have the books yet. This was just an advanced one.
Oh, that's sensational.
That's really cool.
Isn't it beautiful?
Pat, can I ask one thing? Like, as someone
someone
who works on this, and I struggle with anxiety. I'm living in the future, so I get anxiety. I'm curious, were you someone who lived with anxiety or depression? And when you meditate, are you a breath person, a mantra person? What's the meditation that works for you?
Wow, great questions. First of all, no, I was not someone who worried in the beginning, worried at all. My wife was, and she does it now. She has no angst, which is wonderful. However, my meditation is, you just did it. You're just being aware. Now, you can start with TM, you can start with a mantra, you can start with a flame, you can start looking at a picture of a deity, you can do your breath. I did samatha meditation when I was in Tibet, because that's all about breath. You follow the breath. But the key to meditation, if you're following any object focused meditation, is at the end of the breath, at the end of the mantra, hang out there. Hang out where there's nothing. Just being aware. See, the key to meditation is it's not something you do, it's something you are. Right now, you're being aware. That's it. But we can do it all the time. However, it takes practice. And do it in a place that's convenient, where there's no stress or anxiety. And I can guarantee. So what I would like for you to do when you feel anxiety, stop and do a little reverse engineering. And find out the symptoms in your body. It's in here, one of the chapters, RAIN, R-A-I-N. R, recognize. Recognize you're having anxiety. What's it feel like in your body? What thoughts are going through your mind? When you come back, there's one thought. There's one fear-based thought that has stoked this up, and you stepped out and it was either a regret from the past or some sort of worry, some fear-based thought in the future that's causing your body, the normal sensations of the body, to be activated into emotions, motion of the body in motion, and that triggers more thoughts, and it's a loop, and it just keeps you up all night. You have to stop. What is that thought? So that's recognize, allow it. Don't stop and say, I got to get rid of this. No, that will never work. The ego loves to perpetuate itself by using your mind. It's all mind. It's a mind game, and the mind has been winning it all the time. You can beat the mind. So allow it. I see you, anxiety. Come on. Investigate. This is the key, guys. If you want to be free from any suffering, and I do this, my Sangha's on Sunday because I love the Buddhist term, 2,600 years ago. Pain is inevitable. Suffering, dukkha, is optional. Your psychological suffering is optional. It's your choice. I don't suffer. I have no dukkha. Now, I do have sadness, loss of a loved one, but that's suffering coming from love. We're talking about suffering right now, iterations of fear. They're all fear-based. So investigate. What is this thought? Is this thought true? Please ask yourself this. Is this thought true? Then next question, is this thought absolutely true? Because it's not. No frickin' thought is true. None. The only concept that is true that you can evoke into an experience is I am. Because you know you are. You know you exist. You know you're awake. You know you're alive. You know you're aware. That's it. Everything else is funneled through the limitations of what we call the mind. There is no mind. The mind is only the last thought that thinks it. So I can go right there. You had no mind. You had no mind. And then let me give you the end. The end is nurture. Nurture. Nurture it. Love yourself about this. Okay. It's nothing wrong with you to have fear-based thoughts. These are normal. And they've been conditioned for however long you've been on this third rock from the sun, until you start realizing that I can let them go. I can be transparent. I can no different than you let the leaves flow by, or the birds fly by, or the trees sway, or the waves go. No different. Thoughts are exactly the same. The same. They're made of the same thing, your awareness. Without you knowing them, they don't exist.
There you go, VG.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
It
sounds simple, but it's not easy. Like anything else, you guys cover sports. Every one of the athletes you cover has to train.
Yep.
Has to practice. And that's why it was a great question you asked, what meditation? I started with guided meditation because I couldn't keep the monkey mind, swinging from thought to thought. I couldn't keep it from not swinging. Let me give you, do you have time for one technique?
Yes, because I have a bunch of follow-ups. Just give me 1 minute.
We'll do it another time.
No. I just need to do another commercial. Just give me 2 seconds, and then I'm dying to hear it because I know you. Like, I know how your mind used to do that. I'm fascinated by this. The great Pat Croce with us. We just got to take a quick TO and let's talk about Ace and talk about our friends at Ace Hardware. Ace, our dear friend Ace. That's right. Hey, heat, humidity sneaking in, air conditioned, not cranking like it should. Don't worry. Ace Hardware Home Services has you covered. From AC repairs to water heaters, plumbing, and electrical, their trusted local pros bring the same helpful service you know from Ace right to your home, your front door. Whether it's a quick fix or a bigger summer project, they've got the tools, the know-how, the people to get it done right. Ace Hardware Home Service, bringing helpful to your home. They did it to me. My air conditioner was out. It was terrible, right? We couldn't sleep, the whole thing. And, you know, I'm not the handiest person in the world. And here comes our great friends at Ace. AceHardwareHomeservices.com. I urge you, visit to them today to get started on your home project. All right, now let's talk about, hey, the Flyers. The playoff games happen tomorrow night, and it's not too late to go. Yeah, what are you saying, Ant? Well, guess what? The Flyers are back in the playoffs. True Fan Travel is taking you to Pittsburgh. They're leaving tonight from South Philadelphia, a private charter bus, 2 nights at the Omni William Penn Hotel, all-inclusive tailgate with unlimited food and drinks, your ticket to the game, and an exclusive meet and greet with Flyers alumni Brad Morris, Chris Terry, and Doug Crossman, Steve Tocchet, plus a live Coach's Corner right from the tailgate. This is the Flyers' first playoff road trip with fans in the building in 8 years. Spots are limited. They're moving fast. Book now, truefantravel.com. That's truefantravel.com. Your chance to see the Flyers live tomorrow night in Pittsburgh. A perfect whim. Go for it. Have fun. Go see the Flyers. Let's go Flyers. All right. Let's go back to our man. What a just fascinating conversation, as always. The great Pat Croce. I'm sorry, Pat. Go. Please continue.
Now, Bones, what did you call the middle fellow on the dais? You called him a nickname.
So that's Violations Greg, VG.
I heard you say VG, yeah.
Yeah, VG, and that's Danny DeBernardinis, who you knew his father. And in fact, this is like the goodness, right? Danny D was like 12 years old, and when you were president of the Sixers, you allowed him to be a towel boy for the game.
Pat, my dad's Mike DeBernardinis, so we used to sit in the box with you.
I remember. Yeah, Mike, yeah.
He was Parks and Rec commissioner.
Mike.
Yeah. So I used to, I was a huge Sixers fan, and he said, write him a letter, and we'll deliver when we go to a game. And I gave you a letter, and you made it happen. I got to towel boy a few games, and it was a really special moment in my life.
That's right. You stole a towel.
Danny D.
Yeah, but no, I've been in love with sports ever since. So it was a true special, it was like the 2000, 2001 season. So it was a really special time for the Sixers.
Wow. Yeah, that was a great year.
Yeah.
So, please, before the commercial, you were going to talk about...
I wanted to give VG, right? You called him? I wanted to give him a technique that I used initially, that I created for myself, and that I use. It's in the book. It's one of the Float the Red Balloon. It's one of the 66. It's magical. It's magical. And I would use it in a 10-minute meditation. I'd use it 100 times because the monkey mind thoughts would keep coming, but eventually they didn't. So here's what you would do. So let's say you have a fear-based thought, an angst thought, some thought in the middle of the night. All I want you to do is think of a red balloon, a translucent red balloon. And inside the red balloon is the word thinking in bold black letters. So you got a red balloon with thinking inside. Then, BG and Danny, I want you taking a deep breath in. And with your eyes, I would suggest closed or half closed. And then as you blow out through your mouth and pursed lips, let that air go underneath the balloon and visualize this red balloon floating up in the air. As high as you want it to go. Take another breath in through your nose. Nice deep breath. Follow your breath. Feel the expansion of your chest. Follow that breath all the way. Now blow it all the way out and then the balloon goes higher, and just imagine you see it. You can see it. You can visualize this balloon go with the thinking, and then it might take 3 breaths. It might take 4 breaths. It might take 1 long breath. Doesn't matter, because you're utilizing your whole body, the visualization of the mind, the sensations of the breath of the body, and the imagined perception. And then as it goes and goes and goes, slowly but surely, all you see is a red dot in the blue expansive sky. The mind, the blue expand, and you just keep it going until it's gone. And just stay in that blue sky. And then take 1 more deep breath and let that blow away. Let the blue sky just go away. And then you're just aware for whatever comes next, for whatever thought, sensation, feeling, imagined perception, whatever comes. I see you. Because it can't hurt you. It can't affect you because you're ready. Come on in, bring it in. Like you're ready. You're primed. And they're going to come, but they can't bother you. They won't bother you. And then you lose yourself again in thought. You do it again. And I would do it again. And I kept doing it. I might have done it for a year or 2. I don't know how long I did it until I never had to do it again. It works. It's just a cool way to use your mind and body. Because look at just listening to me, you weren't thinking about any fear-based thought. You can't, because you're in the present moment. The mind can't operate in the now. It can't. It needs time. It's a time-based mind. It needs past or future, because the mind has to think about. To think about means time. It moves in time. But we're not thinking about anything. We're experiencing. Present participle. We're loving, we're observing, we're perceiving, we're hugging, we're laughing, we're clapping. These are all present participle, present verb. You are, Danny, BG, Bones, you're a verb. Realize that. You're not a noun. You're not an object. You are the verb. And when you're the verb, the ing of everything, you just merge with everything. I was the walking on that trek up to Everest. It was I was part of that. Everything was just me being the capital M me, not me, this body mind.
What if it's a good thought?
Wonderful. No, enjoy it. I recommend, if it's a positive, practical thought, enjoy it. If it's a joyful memory, enjoy it. If it's a portal to presence, like I am aware, or where'd this thought come from? Like the questioning. So portal, presence, or joyful. These are all, that good thought, enjoy that good thought. Because happiness is our nature, and the divine is trying to elicit happiness right now for you. No, enjoy it. The ones I suggest be careful of is the voice in the head, because that's innocuous. It could be harmless, but it hides in the closet and comes out with drama and harmful. And the worst thought, when you hear like VG's movie of me and he gets angst because he's got a story he's telling in his mind, any movie of me, no. Do whatever you can to just watch it, rain on it, let it go. Don't force it down. Don't say, I got to get rid of this, or it's just going to stay forever.
How about when someone pops into your mind? Thought of someone.
Wonderful. No, you see, Osho, the great guru, the Indian guru, you probably saw his documentary. It was like 7 parts on wild country. He was a crazy guru. Died in 1990, but he's got great books, and he had a great saying. I used it for my commencement address at Pitt 2 years ago. The mind is a beautiful servant, but a dangerous master. What I'm sharing with you is make that mind a servant. So when someone pops in your mind, or however you want to use your mind to choreograph the show you're doing, or the relationship with Tammy, whatever it is, you just know, am I using my mind, or am I getting abused by my mind? Am I a servant, a slave, in bondage to this son of a gun?
Fascinating. It's just incredible. Wow. I'm blown away. As always. When the book comes out, you got to come on again.
I'd love to.
I mean,
I would love to. See, it's not for everyone. What I say is not for everyone. It is for everyone, but not everyone's ready. VG, for you to ask that question, you're ready. Watch, you're ready. You will get rid of anxiety and stress in your life. I'm telling you, it will, because everything starts with a joyful intention. If you don't have the intention, let me take you back to the ancient book of Hindu wisdom, the Upanishads. Here's one verse. You understand it. As is your desire, so is your intention. As is your intention, so is your will. As is your will, so is your deed. As is your deed, so is your destiny. So if you go back to your deeds, that angstful thought, you got to keep going back to the intention and the desire. I can't change anyone if I don't know their deepest desire. It doesn't work, because their deeds aren't going to change if their intentions and their motivation and their desires. So with your intention to ask that question is so powerful. You didn't ask it. Grace asked it through you, for you.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Yeah, man.
That's just beautiful.
He's got me because I've done meditation work, but I've slacked off, so the muscle's not good. I got to get back to it.
And so there's an old saying, a Zen master would say, that if you're too busy to do 10, 15 minutes a day, if you're too busy to do that, well, then you should do an hour.
That's great.
Hey, and again, Fiji, just get in the habit of finding a spot that's comfortable, but be comfortable. I'm telling you, be comfortable. Something I do before I get out of bed every day. I used to sit on the side of bed, Bones, remember, hit my hands, say it's going to be a great day.
Yeah.
That was all motivation. Now I lie supine, totally supine before I'm going to get out. I know I'm going to get out. My hands cross my chest on my stomach, and I just take a deep breath and I blow out. I call it EOEOE. Expansion on end of exhalation. So I take a deep breath, and then on the end of the exhalation, I breathe all the way out. And when you breathe all the way out, you're not breathing. You're not alive. You're not there. You just let everything go. Just be the expansiveness of your dark bedroom. Just be that entire aware space, and just hang out there till you have to take the next breath. And in Tibetan, they don't even concentrate on the in-breath. They only concentrate on the out-breath. These are, I'm just mixing up some meditation techniques for you, but that's my meditation before I get up, just to get my body. It's almost like stretching your back before you get up. I stretch my mind so it's not a single limited mind. It's just expansive awareness.
Wow. That's awesome. I gotta end with two quick sports things, just because it's kind of what we do.
Good.
There's so, I consider we could do this for hours. I mean, it's the memories and everything else. The Flyers are back in the playoffs, and I had a great image of you, and I want you to tell the story about what happened in Montreal before the game won in 1987.
Hospodar. Boxcar Hospodar would always go down, and he would shoot the puck after the skate around. He would go back out on the ice and shoot the puck down into the opposing team's net. Well, Montreal, it was playoffs, and someone came out and blocked it, or I can't remember what happened, but he went at him. And then everyone's coming out of the locker room, Dave Brown and Darryl Stanley, the whole crew. There you go. And they're coming out, and Mike Keenan says to me, "Get out there." and Ed Snyder's going, "No, you can't go out there." He's behind the bench. And Mike Keenan's going, "Get out there." I said, "Okay." So I go out there, and I'm like, and I think I grabbed Ricky Tocchet at the time, or so I don't know who I happened to grab, but I wasn't going to stop him from punching. I was just grabbing him so I wouldn't fall down. So
you had your shower shoes on, didn't you?
No, I didn't. I didn't. That some guys had them on.
Yeah,
I know. I was dressed for sneakers or something to do training. So no, it was great.
That was unbelievable.
That's amazing.
It was so incredible.
Speaking of that, how about Toc? I congratulated him the other day on being in the playoffs. He used to live at our house when he was a rookie.
Wow.
I mean, Tocchet and Zezel and Derek Smith and all those guys were just the Sutter brothers and twins.
I was telling Danny D about.
There you go.
Oh, look at that. It's fabulous. I was telling Danny D, Pat, that Tocchet and Zezel, they were like matinee idols back in the day.
Oh my God. I mean, Zezel would come in and we'd have to, don't sit over there because you got crabs. You get out of here. You go. I mean, those two were like Elvis Presley and Frank Sinatra. Like they were just unbelievable.
That's amazing.
We got Sixers-Celtics Sunday. When you think of the Celtics, what do you think of?
I think of Paul Pierce. That's who I think of because it was we should have had him. I'm just asking. Then again, if I'm going to go way back, it's Doc with Bird with the fight. But
no, but the Paul Pierce thing is, I know. I think about that all the time.
Ah, man, can you imagine we passed up Paul Pierce?
We draft Larry Hughes, right?
And I was there. I was there, guys, in the room, in the war room. Larry Brown wanted at the time. Was it? The young guy. He was a guard.
Larry Hughes.
Larry Hughes, good guy. And Tony D'Elia wanted Paul Pierce. He wanted Paul Pierce, but Larry Brown and Billy King wanted Larry Hughes. It wasn't. I don't know. That's their job. That's why they get paid the big bucks. However, wow.
I mean, I still go back to that. Oh my God! I remember Oh, it's funny.
And I didn't know. I have to go by Iverson. Yeah, I did push for him the first year, but Larry Brown wasn't there then. Larry Brown, again, he's the savant on the court. I wasn't going to question him.
Right. It was funny.
I did say, "Are you sure?" The same way I said, "Are you sure?" when he wanted to trade Theo Ratliff for Dikembe Mutombo. Are you sure? Are you sure you want to do this? And he was positive. So, I mean, what are you going to do? But it's a great move.
Crazy.
There's still a great time because we started with Everest and we'll end on the bridge.
Well, that's because Ace Man, that crazy Ace Man, I climbed the water tower in Manayunk because I forget the playoffs. We were playing, I hate that yellow team, Indiana.
Yes.
They had taken us out the third year of my reign in the second round each year. And so
they were nasty, those people, too. Remember we used to go to the game?
I brought you. Yeah, I wanted to fight in the stands. They would tell you, yell all kinds of stuff about my wife and my brother, and I just wanted to kill someone. So I go up there and I hang a Flyers flag and Iverson's jersey on the top of that water tower, and all the traffic is stopped on the Schuylkill. It was a mess. It was so Ace Man. I call Angelo Borghese says, "Pat, you got to do the bridge, climb up the Walt Whitman Bridge." I said, I'm not climbing the Walt Whitman Bridge. Then he says, please, you got to do it. And you probably start inking me on too. And so I said, listen, if we make it to the finals, I'll do it. Well, damn, we made it to the finals. Promise is a promise.
He called the show from the top of the bridge.
That's amazing.
You remember that?
The helicopters were right at my eye level. Right? And we hung that 70-foot Go Sixers Beat LA banner. It was just great.
It was incredible.
That's
absolutely incredible.
Well, you know what, guys, I don't know if they know this, Bones, but I think you might remember it. VG and Danny D, if we would have won, we won game one, we lose 2, 3, 4, obviously, but if we would have won that game at home to send it back to LA, I had Dave Koski. I said, Dave, here's what I want to do. I don't care if I'm arrested. I want to get lowered by a helicopter on top of the H of Hollywood sign and drop a giant Sixers banner over.
He would have did it.
Oh yeah, we called it union. We got riggers. I wanted to just lower me down.
Oh man.
And
We were
then all
that close, too,
Philadelphia.
man. We were close.
Game 2 was the killer.
Game 2.
Game
We
2.
were up
Oh,
by
yeah.
10.
Game 2 was the
Come
killer.
out of Cap. Third quarter,
I
we're
know.
up by 10.
That was the killer.
I hate that Fisher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Derek Fisher. Oh,
He made great shots, and I think it was Horry who made it in Game 3.
yes.
Yeah.
Why Larry Brown ever took out the Kemba Mutombo when Shaq fouled out is beyond me. But
Yes.
not
See,
that I
you
not
knew
that I'm
ball,
regretting.
but you knew ball. You did.
Oh yeah. Well, no, I didn't. I listened to you and Ace Man.
It's,
No, you knew it. You knew it. Oh, man. This was awesome. You're the greatest, brother. You're the absolute greatest. When the book comes out, we got to do a round and go through the book.
Oh, I would love to. I told you two things, Ray. Rain and the Float the Red Balloon, but they're two of the 66, and they're just. And then what happens is there's a dharma, a teaching like that, and then a relative story, whether it's a personal story that some you'll like, or I use a Zen master just to drive home the teaching and evoke the sense of, I get it. All I want is, I get it. Because once you get it, once you know, you cannot not know, and it changes your mind.
Wow.
It's like your mind is spiderweb, and you're just breaking threads, and the light's coming through. More light, more light, more light. And with that, more peace, love, and happiness. And that's what we got to spread it.
It's beautiful. You're the greatest, man. I always tell you, you're a
That's
gift. You really are.
Thank you.
You're
Thank
a
you for
gift.
having me on. Especially this hour, the hour of power, of Philly power.
there
Thank you.
Go.
Yeah.
God bless you, brother. A million times.
God bless you guys. Peace.
Great
Love you,
game.
buddy.
Love you too.
Awesome.
How incredible is that?
Awesome.
He's the man.
Yeah.
That was so cool.
Yeah.
That was
That
so
was-
cool.
Fabulous.
All right, real quick.
Yes.
I know we're against it, but I just want to give some love. We got the EOM Angels hats for me, VG.
That's a great hat.
It's a nice hat. VG got it on. Yeah, I'll put it on. We'll rock. We'll rock
It's a
for the
great
boys.
hat.
Let's see what we got here. But yeah, so EOM down on right off 2nd Street. Coach Brady, he coaches the 7 and 8 under 8 teams. Tonight they're playing at 6:30, and they do like a big blackout game. There's going to be a DJ. So if you want to stop by some youth baseball, check them out tonight. They're playing the Mid-Atlantic Warriors, and
Ooh.
What do you think? They're playing that's our
I know it's your program.
Oh, you got the hat on, man. You wearing that?
I wanted to set you up here, cuz.
Gotcha.
We've all
Oh, man. That's
You're
going to go
playing my
viral now.
program.
they're playing your program
They're
tonight.
going to have that blown up in the outfield.
Yeah, so the 7 and 8 team, they're playing the younger guys, but U7, U8, they've been doing great. Coach Brady, they've won the championship in the fall. In the couple leagues, they're in the TSE league and they're in the SABL.
Yeah.
So we'll give a shout out to
I
the
know
boys.
it well, man. I live in that world.
I know that's what you're all about. So the big game for tonight. They've been winning. They've been doing great. We want to give a shout out to George, Sonny, Nate, Grayson, and the Masons on the 7 team. And on the UA team, we got JB, JoJo, Matt, Owens. We got Carson. We got Landon and Steven. They're having a great season. We just want to continue to give them some love and support EOM. So check them out tonight. If you got time, stop down and watch the game against the Cousins Warriors.
That's cool, man.
Yeah, man.
That's
so
awesome.
we'll see.
I love it. The youth baseball is the greatest. It is the best. Jules, incredible job.
Yeah, nice work.
Incredible job today. I mean, you killed it.
Love
it.
Thank you.
Tony Jackson, Tony, the ref, has done it again. Listen, boys, a lot of fun, man. It's
Great
going to be a great weekend.
Yeah, let's go. Fuck.
All right?
Let's go,
It's
baby.
going to be a great weekend. Guys, enjoy it. All right? Please. This is what really drives us. All right? So go with your friends, go with your family, enjoy it, have fun. Go Flyers, go Sixers, go Phils. That's what we do. Love you guys. Have a great weekend.
We all silly like the mayor.